So welcome to another fantastic Faena Rose event. I cannot tell you how personally excited I am for this one. The legendary Steve McCurry, who has shot countless iconic photos that you and we all know and love so dearly. As we like to say, get ready, strap in for another fantastic Faena Rose event. I want to start with you as a child. Were you creative as a child?
Well, I was. I love to draw. I still have some drawings from that time.
Okay.
But again, I was outside playing sports, climbing trees. After high school, I took a gap year.
Okay.
In fact, I took 2 gap years. The second gap year, I went to Europe and lived in Europe for a year. That's when I came to the realization that I got to find something to do with my life. I thought, well, maybe I'll be a filmmaker, make movies. I love movies. I thought that. So I studied cinematography. And then I realized that there was 2 problems. One, it took a lot more work than I thought it was going to take. And second of all, I was going to a university, Penn State University. And it turns out that where you really need to be is either New York or LA.
Sure.
Or be Orson Welles from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and be a genius. Well, I wasn't a genius. And I just then, but in the middle of that course, I took a course in still photography. And that's when I thought, aha, this is I can do this. So it was a good kind of a training ground to some extent, but I thought, you know what? My real ambition is to travel. That's what I did when I was 19.
Right.
I want to travel. And I thought, I just got to I have to literally jump into open space and just take a chance. And went to India, and then I decided, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this work if it kills me.
Okay.
And I just spent 2 years wandering and learning, and I did a couple very small assignments for magazines, always on spec. But my break came at the 1.5 point when I met some Afghan refugees. I'd been up to the Himalayas in India. I thought, let me go to Pakistan just as a change of pace. Go up there, take a jeep up into the Hindu Kush. I was in a really small hotel, and there were 2 Afghan refugees there. They said, "Oh, there's fighting literally over the mountain, and you're a photographer. Well, we want you to tell our story." I thought, okay, that sounds like a great story. And I thought, this probably isn't a good idea. I don't know them. We're going into a war zone. They have guns. What could go wrong? And I had told them I was going to go. And the morning they came to get me, I was hoping and praying that they would forget about it. And I'm laying in my bed, not wanting to get out. I think, okay, now it's pretty late. I thought, what a great story it is that they invited me to go to Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. That alone I thought was amazing. But they came for me. Kind of my heart was saying go, but my brain was saying this is crazy. You know, it took us about 4 or 5 days to get from the place in Pakistan to where we were going.
Wow.
And every day, these guys get up and pray at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we get up. I'm not praying. I'm just asleep. And then we start walking, and we would walk all day. And they didn't really have any food. They'd stop at a farmhouse. We'd get some bread. But they would go and kind of forage for berries, shake the tree, and all that. And so I did finally get to the kind of the front where the fighting was. And I was able to photograph what was happening there. So I went from this suburban newspaper photographer to getting published, page 1, New York Times. Big spreads in Stern, Perry Match, the AP picked up.
Went from an unknown.
Yeah.
Nobody
absolutely.
knew who you were.
Yeah. And then suddenly it's like, well, who's this guy McCurry? At that point I thought, okay, I'm ready to take a portfolio into National Geographic.
Let's lead up to maybe your seminal work, which is Afghan Girl. Talk us through that.
It turns out that the writer, they weren't happy with the text. And months and months and months and months and months go by. And I find myself in Beirut at the bar with the editor, the boss. I said, what about the Baluchistan? So he said, nobody's interested in that. They were not going to publish. And I was like completely devastated. As a result of that, I got another assignment to go to Afghanistan, which resulted in the Afghan Girl picture, which was another moment when I walked into the tent in this girls' school, and I looked at her face and those eyes, and suddenly like everything kind of went away, because I knew that was the picture of that being in that school.
Sure.
And I thought, okay, whatever I have to organize myself to get this picture. And I had, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. I'm shooting, and the light is perfect. The background is perfect. I didn't change anything. It was just everything's right there. One of those, magic moments.
Sure.
I had this very slow color film, Kodachrome, and I thought, I hope it's in focus. I hope it's sharp. And
what was that like when you developed it and you looked at it
Oh,
for the first time? Did the hairs on the back of your neck stand
I
up?
thought it's tack sharp, and the color was sort of perfect, and the look, and incidentally, the hole in her shawl was from a fire in the kitchen. It's this enigmatic look. You can tell that she's poor, yet she has this sort of sense of dignity.
Where were you when that came out?
I was in Europe.
Okay.
And I remember seeing it all like on the newsstand.
Sure.
I thought,
whoa,
yeah, that's my picture.
Let's play a little game of this or that. So I'm going to throw at you quick, rapid fire. Keep it going. 2 seconds to answer. Let's start. Film or digital?
Digital.
Planned shot or spontaneous moment?
Spontaneous moment.
Morning light or twilight magic?
Evening light.
Portraits or landscapes?
Portraits.
Iconic single image or full photo essay?
Oh, iconic single pictures, absolutely.
Monsoon rains or desert dust storms?
Monsoon.
Hidden alleyways or vast open landscapes?
Oh, alleyways every time, man. Dark and moody.
Okay. Pure instinct or years of experience?
Instinct.
Capturing history or shaping perception?
Capturing history.
Capturing emotion or telling a story?
Oh, emotion.
Crowded city streets or remote villages?
Villages.
Finding beauty in chaos or simplicity and stillness?
Chaos.
One country for a year or 12 countries in a year?
Depends. If it's Italy, I would say
You
one
only
country.
get the no. It's not the way we're doing this.
I'll take the 12 countries.
All right. You said, I have this constant need or urge to put together a kind of photo album of our species before the world moves on and the shades get washed away.
Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Steve McCurry.